Hello, welcome there. Welcome to Gypsy Road Breaking News. Now, welcome to the celebration. Yes, this show is about celebration. This show is about celebrating the Bigfoot community, the UFO community, the paranormal community, the Matrix community, and even the Mandela effect community. This is celebration. This is time for us to relax, because there's a lot of great channels that takes this stuff more serious. Now, don't get me wrong, I take this serious, but I try to have fun with it. Okay, now you got a lot of great channels that are more serious, like Bigfoot Odyssey. Good channel, they take it a lot more serious. You want to learn how to track a Bigfoot? Long Island Bigfoot, great channel, teaches you the environment, teaches you the surroundings, teaching you what to look for. Great serious channels. Through the Veil Paranormal for paranormal, great channel, great freaking channel. It's all a great channel to learn more deep into the real paranormal. UFOs, only real UFOs, showing different footages of UFOs. I mean, there's so many guys, so many great channels out here. What I do is I show everything. Okay, if it's first time here, I show everything for fun. You get to relax. This is the channel you get to pick up your feet and look at some of the footage and laugh about it or not and say that's fake, that's real, because nobody here is going to judge you. And the reason I do this is because there's too many channels, there's too many people that look down upon these communities, that like once you bring up the word Bigfoot, UFO, they look down like you're crazy or nuts. Nobody wants to listen, right? And within communities, them themselves don't like other communities. They don't like Bigfoot to be mixed with the paranormal, but vice versa. Here, we are mixing it, and we do it for fun. Now, you can say, well, Eric, all those footages most of you show might be fake. Could be true. Listen, about 1,000 foot of videos that get on social media on a daily basis, there's probably only 3 or 4 that could be considered real versus the rest. But you don't need, all you need is one video, just one out of 1,000 or million, to be the shot, to be the one, to be the real, to make it exist. It doesn't matter about the other 1,000 videos. So guys, if this is first time here, relax. We're gonna be jumping into the paranormal community first, right? We're gonna jump right into the paranormal. So guys, relax, have fun, and guys, let's do this. Get some popcorn. We're jumping right over into the paranormal, and right off the bat, now this clip I'm going to show you is only 12 seconds, but it's a news channel that's what the reason I picked was because news channel number 13. Number 13. Hey, for me, it was enough for me to take a look. And she's doing a broadcast talking about pre-dawn scary cemetery tour. And deep in the background, it looks like there's something floating across. A fun little clip. Let's check it out, guys. So let's relax and have some fun. Let's take a look.
As you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones, but what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we
That was cool. I liked it. I liked it. You're filming in something background. Now, could they manipulate it? Yes, they could have. I'm not here to say they're not, but I just love it because the channel was a 13 and you saw something back there. And what do you guys think? Did they really catch something? Now, I'm not from this area where they put this live on air, but if they put this live on air, if somebody caught that, there's something to it. All right. Now, I know news channels, I know CNNs, I know a lot of this stuff is fake and stuff, but something like that could be real. Could be real. I'm like thinking that might be on the real side, but I don't know. But I just love it how the channel's number 13. I love it. Now, this one is not really a footage of live something being caught on video. It's actually called Most Buffalo Paranormal Walking Tour in Hamburg. I want to you know, it's only a 2-minute video. There's a tour that does ghost walks and stuff that's in Buffalo. I know I got a lot of good friends on the East Coast, and I'm showing this because I want to know if any of you has been to this area where there's supposed to be ghosts. Have you guys gone on this tour? And this is an opportunity. If not, if you guys live in that area, check it out for me. Let me know. I would love to do a follow-up with a clip with you out there saying, Eric, this is what we saw, this is what we heard. I would do follow-up videos on these. So this is the opportunity for you to be fully involved in my show. So first of all, let's hear this. Here we go. Now this ain't a number 13 channel, it's like a number 2. Here we go.
So we've been talking about haunted places that you can visit, but why not visit an entire haunted village tonight, for example? We've got John Kerner with us, who you do paranormal tours, and one of the ones you do is right here in Hamburg. There's a lot of stories here. What are some of the things that we should know about getting a little bit creeped out here in Hamburg?
Well, this is kind of fun walking around here because there's 400 graves that were here in this cemetery. They were moved in about 1892, but as we walk around this old cemetery ground, it's kind of fun because there were veterans from the Civil War, Revolutionary War, War of 1812, and some remains probably are still here in the ground. So here at night it gets kind of spooky because we get things that go off in the meters, and a lot of fun for the kids and others that come here at night. It's pretty fun to be in the cemetery at night. And
I know if we keep walking here, even just from where we're standing, you sort of pointed around and you said, there's a story here, there's a story here, there's a story here. What's one of the stories that happens just right here where we are?
Across the street, there was an old country store from like early 1900s, and upstairs lived 3 little girls, and their legend was that, you know, they would bounce around, play some games, giggle and stuff, but no one believed this until about 2 years ago, when a skeptic who came on the tour said she was up there at night and said, you gotta show this to me with some absolute proof. So she set up a chair, sat down, closed her eyes, and then she felt these little cold fingers forcing her eyes open. Yeah, right. It's like what a kid would do, waking up your parents. It's like, Mommy and Daddy, wake up. Well, it was a ghost instead of an actual child. So
did she believe after that?
She definitely believes now. Yes, yes. She's a believer. Yeah.
Do you feel a certain responsibility, because you're telling people all of these stories, but these were all people. These were all people who were neighbors. They were right here in Hamburg. Do you feel a responsibility of being able to share the humanity of it as well?
Absolutely, because I grew up in this town, and I know it's important to get the stories right. I mean, just last week, the old bookstore contacted me, Salvatore Vallo, and he said, we have some stories here I want to share with you. And that place was meat market, it was a comic store, and I grew up on there to get comics as a kid. So I know this is a place that means a lot to me, and I want to get the stories right because it's where I grew up, you know.
And there are more stories where that came from. John, if people want to get involved in these tours, what's the best way to do that?
Well, we're here every Friday nights at 7 o'clock. We start at the ice cream shop, 35 Main Street in Hamburg. It's $10 each, so very affordable. And we'll see you tonight, hopefully in Hamburg.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much, John, and thanks everybody for watching. I'm Kate Welshofer. Be well, stay well. We'll see you next time.
Now guys, there's a reason why I showed that. You know, I've been on some ghost tours. I've been in Gettysburg ghost tour before. I was downtown Seattle ghost walk tours, and I love ghost tours. I love going on ghost walks, ghost tours, or even if they have places where you can do a Bigfoot tour. I would recommend that stuff because sometimes it's fun to learn the history. I want to hear the ghost story part 2, but I want to learn the history part first, and then what are the ghost sides. It makes it more personal, more real. One of the best things about going to Gettysburg is hearing the stories, hearing about the shots in houses of this person dying and stuff, and then hearing the ghost side of it. There's nothing more of learning a little bit more education on this kind of stuff. So that's why I want to show you. So if you guys been to this tour, let me know. Say, hey, this place, I saw this and this and this, or just been in the area. And then if you want to do a follow-up clip with me, I would love to do an interview with you if you're willing to take this tour for me. So beyond that was fantastic. That was great. I love that kind of stuff. Like I said, I also want to be an education channel. You know, not just showing you clips, you know, tours to take maybe. You know, I don't live on the East Coast. I do visit the East Coast once every year, sometimes once 2 years, but you know, but I want to know what you guys think. If you've been there, please let me know. So we're going to go right into the Bigfoot. Okay, now this one happened in Lincoln, Arkansas in 2012. You're like, well, Eric, that's kind of old. Yes, it might be an old clip for you, but you'd be surprised. A lot of people in the UFO community that are here today, paranormal community that are here today, Matrix, might never seen this. I'm not saying that these footages are going to change everything for you, but you know, it just makes you think of watching, you know, respecting different communities and all that. So, you know, so take it with a grain of salt. And if you have seen it before, let us know what you learn about it. If it's fake, real, you know, this is your opportunity to help educate a lot of us who might have never seen this footage, because I've never seen this. I've never seen this until today. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is fantastic. So let me press play. Let's check it out. Well, okay. Now, the first thing, if somebody, you know, seen it for the first time, the first thing I would ask somebody who knows the area, who knows the land, is this a private land? Is this a piece of property that anybody could walk on? Because I want to know how often people can be on this property. That would make a huge difference, because if this is like a regular park where there's a lot of people, then, you know, I'm gonna have to, you know, flush it down the toilet. I just can't. But if this is like an area that nobody goes to at all, okay, interesting. The next question will be, okay, Bigfoot or human? What is with that spot? If there's a human, what would he be there? If he's not playing a hoax, you know, a regular person was out there, why? You know, and of course, if I was filming this, you know, if I was a Bigfoot researcher, if you heard about this within that year, that month, that day, you know, I would try to go out there the very, of course, same day is always the best to go out there and do your research once you hear something like this, But, 2012, social media wasn't as big as it is now. Because I would definitely be out there, okay, if there's somebody here, maybe I could get a footprint. Because the footprint would tell me a lot. If I found a regular human footprint, then boom, gone. Solved. If you could find a footprint that is bigger, oh wow, bigger, big 16 feet, 17 feet foot, then it makes you think. Or if there's like no footprints, and I'm talking about if you're there like within the same day, how is there no footprints? There's got to be something dented in the ground, unless there's a windstorm blows everything aside. So you got to do your research and do all that and do everything you can. So if you guys know a lot about this footage, tell me what you've learned so far. Where is the source? Where did it come from? Do you think that is Bigfoot? Now, to me, it's too far away. Even when you zoom in. Without me knowing this area, I am not comfortable saying that's a Bigfoot at all. I'm just not. But I mean, you never know, right? You never know. Maybe there's some footage or news somebody knows about that after that day they found some hair and they did DNA. That's why we do the show, to share information. But for now, I'm not going to say that's a Bigfoot. Not for now. Now this next one is kind of cool. Okay, Hibagon sightings, case number 6, baby on the loose. Hibagon, Japanese Bigfoot. Wow, a Japanese Bigfoot. That's awesome. let's check this out. Let's check this out. And we'll talk.
Well, good morning. I'm Kyle for Hibagon, Japanese Bigfoot, and this is the part where we are going through the modern sightings in chronological order. 6th official sighting, number 6, October 8, 1970. Witness IM 50 and 2 companions see Hibagon in the prefectural forest. Well, we know where that is. That's the Hiroshima Prefectural Forest parking lot here. But this covers a large area. We don't know where IM and his friends were. Incidentally, this is only a small part of the Hiba Dogo Taishaku Quasi-National Park. 78 square kilometers with lots and lots of hidden valleys and gorges and caves to hide in. Very nice. Beautiful place. It spills over into 2 other prefectures with also elevated rates of missing persons. The 3 investigated and found a few footprints, size small. These were 14 by 7 centimeters. This is a 14 by 7 piece of paper, so that is a young one. She's broken out of the nursery again and wandered off where she shouldn't. But I have little doubt that her mama was farther back in the forest, well concealed. I wonder if some of the missing people— we have a terrible problem of people going missing here, including on this mountain. I wonder if some of them accidentally just came between one of these little ones that they could very well mistake for a little monkey, the little ones. If they got between a little one and her mama, and things went bad from there, I would not like to get between baby and mama, or dada. Okay, just a short one today. Official sighting number 6. I'm going to go home and play with the girls. Have a good weekend. Oh, and I sent an email to Showbutta City Hall asking them about those radial lines on Mount Hiba. And I'm looking forward to their reply. Okay, see you soon.
I like this video for a lot of different reasons. You know, what are the lines? And, you know, and he's not saying it's a Bigfoot for sure, a baby monkey, yeah, never get between a baby monkey and a mom. Any animals, you don't want to get between the mom and the baby, because the mom's going to protect the baby at all cost. So guys, stay away. And he's asking the right questions. I kind of like this video because, you know what, you think about Bigfoots, right? You think about Bigfoots in America and Canada, you think about the Yetis and stuff, but we don't really talk about Bigfoots hanging out in Japan. And you just saw there, they got a lot of forest, a lot of areas for a Bigfoot to make a home at. So that's why it's important. That's why I wanted to show this video that, sometimes we got to go beyond what we know about Bigfoots just right here in America, Canada, which I think Canada is basically America. Just, they're parts of, they're Americans, okay? Canadians, you're Americans. Come on, come over here. We're friends. Give each other a hug. Canadians, Americans, let's give each other a hug. Mexico, another story. Because you like to throw us in your trunk and try to sell us to whatever, make us slaves. I don't care. I love you, Mexico. I'm just joking. So beyond that, guys, I like those kind of videos. I like learning about Bigfoots in different areas, and it just makes you think. It makes me want to do more research. I never really thought about Bigfoot in Japan, but now I will. Now I want to find out all the stories of what they have seen. You don't always have to do research in your own state, your own country. Look elsewhere, find out other stories, check out the similarities, trying to find out what are they finding out, because that's how you learn world. Just don't learn in your own area. So that's a good one. So I like that. So guys, let's move on over to the UFOs. All right, here we go. It's UFO time, baby. It's UFO time. Here we go. UFO sightings caught on camera. Number 98. UFO sightings caught on camera. It's 2 minutes long. Let's check it out.
One of the best photographic sequences on record was taken of a UFO over Trindade Island off the coast of Brazil. Military and civilian observers on the Brazilian training ship Almirante Saldanha saw this metallic craft nearly 150 feet long moving in over the sea to circle the island. The professional photographer aboard the ship grabbed his camera and took these photographs, which were officially released to the world by Juscelino Kubitschek, then president of Brazil, as authentic UFO pictures. Evidence of UFO activity over water mounts steadily. Jacques Cousteau has reportedly investigated UFO sightings over South America's Lake Titicaca. Thor Heyerdahl saw strange glowing masses underwater during his famous Kon-Tiki voyage. And there are literally hundreds of reports from marine scientists and ship's crews of mysterious undersea craft. What is the connection between UFOs and water? Are extraterrestrials using the oceans of our world as highly developed bases for successive space expeditions? Or are these craft, as some people believe, piloted by descendants of Atlantean survivors who sought refuge long ago under the sea? What evidence is there to support this speculation? We now have the means to explore our ocean floors, and divers have located vast stretches of what appear to be the paving stones of giants. Stones as huge as the blocks that built the pyramids, crisscrossing the ocean bed in mid-Atlantic. Archaeologists have found the walkways and pillars of an ancient sunken temple off the coast of Bimini in the Bahamas. Are these undersea structures traces of one of the cities of Atlantis?
Guys, I love that video. I really do. Because it talks about, older pictures that took snapshots that were harder to fake than it is nowadays. Now it's simple and easy. But the thought process of the ocean. You know, because listen, say you are UFOs from another planet. If you got the technology to come here, you know that people are dangerous. People are dangerous. You know, they just can't just park on the White House without getting 10,000 million machine guns pointing at you, missiles pointing at you. They know this. If they got the technology to come here, they know this. So, but if you're still going to come here, the ocean is the most safest place to be at. And then I like the idea of the lost city Atlantis, you know, the people Atlantis, the lost tribes and stuff. I mean, it just makes you think, because you heard lost tribes, you heard about Atlantis, you know, they had technology that was beyond our technology. You know, I love how they you know, this makes you think. It just makes you think, right? Sometimes you don't need to just look up in the sky. Look at your oceans. Remember one of the best movies ever made is The Abyss, about aliens coming from beneath. Makes you think. Even one movie, War of the Worlds, that ships has always been here. It's always been in the ground. And one day they're going to invade, they're going to shoot lightning, and the aliens will go straight into those machines and come up from the ground. I mean, it just makes you think of possibilities. Now, does this video show anything that's proof and real? Not exactly. But, you know, it is what it is. So guys, let's move on over to UFO sightings caught on camera. Another one caught on camera. This is let me see here. Here, what the hell? Let's just press play. Well, all right. That one, I'm not going to believe it. Just because you saw this thing floating, and you saw that sounded like a jet in front of it. If was spotted by us, there'll be more than one jet up there chasing this thing down. I mean, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, if that footage would just show this black thing by itself, you know, but it looks like it was chasing something. There's a jet. I'm sure if Americans knew about it, there'd be more jets following this. And I think that thing was just going too straight, too perfect. You know, but hey, maybe it is something. Maybe in Spain, 2017, that's a really good footage. You know, some of you guys might be able to say, hey, Eric, I remember seeing that footage. There is something to that footage. There is something there. If there is, great. Let me know more. Tell me more about it. I want to learn more. But that one, to me, I think it's fake. I think it's made fake. I actually like the other UFO video better, even though there's nothing real in it, but it talks about the idea of the ocean and stuff that enough people don't talk about. You know, when you think of UFO, you think automatically in the sky. UFO is unidentified flying object. Okay, it can come from below too. So, guys, that was fantastic. So, guys, we're gonna move on over to the Matrix now. Matrix time. Welcome to the Matrix. Now, these are supposed to be scary videos, glitches in real life. Real life glitches. Okay, let's check out this video and let's check out some of these clips. Let's do this. Okay, so what do you guys think? The cars, I don't know. I think the cars were removed with that hit just because I've never really seen these videos before. I would think if all these were caught on camera, especially with the insurance companies, a lot of this would already been out there. You know, you guys see on Channel 7 News, a car, look at this video footage, hits, nothing's there. I think we would have heard, because there's so many different cars getting hit, you would think one or two or three of those, you would have already heard about it on a news channel through insurance company, I don't know, or whatever it is, you know, the phenomenon, what's going on here. To see this like on one video, unless these videos were always been there, I just was never looking for them. I mean, that could be a possibility. It could be a real, truly possibility, but, you know, the baby stuff with the mirror, that's kind of cool, it's kind of cute, kind of fun, but, I don't know if any of these Matrix glitches is enough to prove to me that we're living in a simulation. You know, I mean, you never know. You never know. All I'm saying is, if we are living in a Matrix simulation, can you guys throw me a fucking bone? Let me win the lottery or something? Let you guys, in my mind, think that I'm doing great? Life is shit, people. Give me something, and then I'll support the Matrix forever. You know, throw me a bone. They won't throw me a bone. They won't. Well, guys, it's time for the Mandela effect. For Halloween fun. This one's called Mary Shelley's Frankenstein Mandela effect. Ooh, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein Mandela. It's alive! Cool. It is kind of cool because, I mean, if you just straight out ask me, Eric, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, how would you spell it? I probably would spell it Shelly. I probably would spell it like that. I probably would, you know, But I mean, I'm not going to tell you that of course I saw Frankenstein on TV, the movies and all that, but I never actually read the books and all that. So I never really honestly cared about who the author was. I just wasn't. So I don't really have any true memory of the name Mary Shelley, but I would have thought that it would be spelled Shelly. And I'm sure a lot of people will. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that is definitely a Mandela effect, because I can't do that, because I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, there's, you can spell your names differently. Look at my name, Eric, E-R-I-C, or you spell it E-R-I-K. I mean, there's just that many different ways. I know people who spell Pharrell Ferrell. I know people who spell it Ferel and pronounce it the same way. So there are different ways you can pronounce different names, and just the way it is. And there could be that we know most people with the name Shelley, or the last name Shelly, Shelly, or we know a lot of people with the first name Shelly spell it in that way, and we're just mistaken for what the book artist is spelled Shelly. And I'm sure most people who write articles don't really read the books themselves either, and without doing their proper research and all that, they probably wrote Shelly. Or hey, what the hell, maybe we are living in simulation and it's a glitch, and it's a major one. But I am not going to sit here and make up something to say it's major for me when it's not. But I like it. It's fun. It's Halloween. I want to know what you guys think. What do you remember? Maybe some of you are hardcore book readers, and you can say, Eric, I'm a hardcore book reader. When I was a kid, I always read Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, and I know it was spelled Shelly. I want to hear from you. I know people who are not even a book reader. I'll be honest, I'm not really a truly book reader. I'll be honest. I know a lot of people, because I heard this kind of one before, a lot of people who never really read books saying, I remember it spelled like this, but you're not really a book reader. How do you really know? I just know. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. By doing that, you're weakening the community. You're making it more of a joke. Just be honest. Just be honest. It's just like, you don't need to make a fake video Bigfoot, unless you let people know is for fun and as a joke. It's different. But I'm talking about, people are trying to pass on something to be real, then it's really not. Then all you're doing is weaken the community. Now, like I said, if you're doing it for fun, people know you're doing it for fun, different story. But if you're trying to pass that on as it's automatically real, then you're hurting the communities out here. So guys, beyond that, I hope you all had a fun time, great time with this. Remember, this is a celebration, guys. We're here to celebrate all these communities, all as one. We're all just trying to do the same thing, people. Trying to get people out, the outside world, just think about it. I'm not telling you have to believe in it, but just have an open mind and think about the possibility. What if it is real? Any of these subjects. What if there is something real to it? You might be better off to learn some stuff, because you never know. It could help you out, or even save your life. Oh guys, beyond that, I want to appreciate you guys being here today, watching this. I love you all. Please don't forget to subscribe and join the channel. Be part of the Gypsy Road family. Hit that join button. Be part of it. Be part of this community. More people I get to join the Gypsy Road community, the more that I could start doing some fun stuff in the backgrounds. But I want to get a few people to be there. So join, support this channel, and beyond that, guys, I'll see you next time on the Gypsy Road channel, Journey into the Unknown. Maybe next time you will be the breaking news.